Hey guys, it's me Punam from Khao, and today I'm going to show you how to make feta cheese flatbreads.
Flatbreads come in all shapes and sizes. I've been exploring the various types of stuffed breads and came across this Romanian or Eastern European style of cheese pie called a placinta. It's based off of the classic Indian style of a stuffed paratha. It's really easy to make and it goes really well with our red pepper dip, which has been linked to the recipe if you want to have a try at making that as well. Let's have a look at the ingredients. I've used plain or all-purpose flour, instant dry yeast, granulated sugar, sea salt, lukewarm water for the filling, feta cheese, spring onions, dill, sea salt and black pepper, and then some oil for frying. We're going to get started by activating our yeast. What I like to do is add some of the lukewarm water with a bit of a pinch of sugar to the water and the yeast. Give it a little bit of a whisk, either with a small whisk or a fork, and then leave this on the side for a couple of minutes. In the meantime, let's sift our dough and then add it to a mixing bowl. Then to this, we're going to add the rest of the sugar, the salt, and then carefully we're going to give it a bit of a whisk, and then we're going to add our yeast mixture to this. You want to start whisking it through quite well. Once that's done, add the rest of your lukewarm water. This will probably take you about 10 minutes or so, but we're now going to knead our dough. You want to knead it until it stops sticking to the walls of the bowl. You can add flour to your hands if you need to from time to time. Once you have a lovely soft dough like this, cover it with a napkin and put it on the side. We're going to leave it for about an hour in a warm space. Whilst it's resting, let's make our filling. I've already chopped up my spring onions really finely and I've added them to a bowl. Now I'm chopping up my dill finely and adding that to the bowl. Next, it's time for the cheese. With feta cheese, you can either chop this up or I like to crumble it between my hands. This just gives it a really nice consistency and it's just really easy to do directly into the bowl. Then I'm going to season with salt and pepper. You can also add chili flakes or any other kind of spices you want to this. Now I can see that my dough has risen, so I'm just going to knead it a little bit more and then we're ready to make our flatbreads. You can roughly get about 10 to 12 dough balls from this quantity of dough. One at a time, dust your worktop with flour, or I'm using a wooden surface just to roll my dough out onto, and you want to roll it into a nice thin flatbread. Now in the center, get a spoonful of your mixture, your feta cheese mixture, and place it in the middle. Now to shape the flatbreads, what we're going to do is we're going to use a folding technique where you kind of create like a hexagon sort of a shape, and I'm going to use oil in between just to make sure that it all sticks down together. So carefully fold your flatbread all around and then seal it up. Now lightly press it and add a little bit of flour when you're dusting and roll out the pie to make it a little bit bigger, roughly about 10 to 12 centimeters in diameter. Once this is ready, we're going to cook our flatbreads. Place a pan on high to medium heat depending on the strength of your stove. Now once the pan is ready, place the flatbread top down. On the other side, facing you, we're going to rub some oil. Once the other side has started to bubble a little bit, we're going to gently flip this over and we're going to add oil to the side now. You want to let it get crispy and slightly charred on both sides. Because the dough should be quite thin but thicker on the other side, make sure to cook the top side twice compared to just once on the bottom side, which is a little bit more thinner. Once you have a lovely char on your flatbreads, these are ready. Repeat with all of the flatbreads and then serve immediately. You can even stir fry some veggies and enjoy with that, or as I mentioned earlier, it's really nice as a snack with my red pepper dip. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you on the next video.